For months, everyone thought they knew the truth. But Nia Long just shattered the entire story. This isn't gossip. This is the real secret behind Taraji P. Henson and Ime Udoka that no one was brave enough to say out loud. And after this, trust me, there will be no more lies.
You know, I had a really public breakup recently. It was a wake-up call for me in the sense of like, okay, you're going to do this on your own and you're going to be fine. Right. And you're not going to worry about what anyone thinks and has to say, because the relationship was rocky for a very long time. So, because I don't believe another person can break anyone.
Child, listen, this whole situation between Taraji and Nia Long has gone from quiet shade to full-blown chaos. They used to have had tension ever since they worked together on Empire. And over the years, Nia has allegedly thrown more than a few subtle jabs at Taraji. But now, it looks like Taraji thus hit Nia where it hurts, because word on the internet streets is that Taraji might be getting close to Ime Udoka. Yes, the same man whose scandal had Nia Long all over the headlines for the wrong reasons. And knowing how Nia reacts, she is not taking this rumored connection between Taraji and Ime well at all. But how did Taraji and Ime even cross paths like that? And is Taraji really the villain in this story? Well, let's break it all down. If you haven't been keeping up, Nia and Taraji haven't exactly been besties since Nia guest starred on Empire as Juliana, Luscious's ex, in Season 3. At first, everyone was excited. Two powerhouse black actresses sharing the screen, fans tuning in nonstop to see their dynamic. Many even expected Nia to join Taraji and Terrence Howard as part of the main cast. But that's where the mess began, because fans quickly picked up on the energy shift. Something was off between the two. And you know the internet. Once they smell a celebrity feud, they dig until they find exactly what they're looking for.
All started over a joke.
Nia reportedly showed up to set late, and one of the male actors said to her,
"Why are you always on black people's time?" Which, you know, amongst the black peoples, is not that big of a deal.
And Nia went off on the dude, which made Taraji jump in and say to her,
"Why are you so mad? Are you on your period?"
Word started spreading that Nia Long was being standoffish, snobby, and just plain difficult to work with. People on set claimed she pushed back on everything, from her hair to her makeup to her wardrobe, and allegedly made things complicated until everything was done exactly her way. Now, on the surface, that might sound like your typical Hollywood diva behavior.
We open doors for brown girls to be exactly who we are, and that's beautifully complicated. And so it's been a blessing and a curse, because here's what I do know. Nia Long knows her light. Nia Long knows her makeup. Nia Long knows her hair. And you probably can't talk me into something else unless you show me. If you want to call that difficult, then sorry.
But as the rumors spread, it became clear just how competitive Nia Long could be with other black actresses. Around the same time, news came out that Nia wouldn't be returning to Empire for Season 4, for the brief period she was on the show. Sources say, try to push herself into Taraji's spotlight, coming up with ideas to expand her role and, if it were up to her, almost competing directly with Cookie as the main female lead. Production quickly shut that down, seeing the potential chaos behind the scenes, especially since Cookie was already an established and beloved character. When Taraji caught wind of Nia's ambitions, she was reportedly frustrated, especially after the tensions over Nia's behavior with the crew, which had even forced them to shoot some scenes separately. Since Nia's departure, the two haven't been publicly seen together, and they likely could have kept their distance if it weren't for Taraji allegedly getting involved with Ma Udoka, Nia Long's ex-partner and father of her son. Nia and Ma have been together since 2010, engaged in 2015, and would have stayed together longer if not for Ma's scandal in 2022, when he was exposed for affairs with two married staff members while coaching the Boston Celtics.
Nia Long, if she was with for 13 years, right, and they still hadn't gotten married, but they were engaged, there was probably some underlying issues there. Maybe the straw that broke the camel's back. You know, and when you are a celebrity, that being publicly humiliated, I think stakes are a little bit higher. Just like she can't embarrass him publicly, he can't embarrass her. And when one of them breaks that promise, it is devastating.
Nia was understandably hurt that Ma had stepped out on her, and she was even more frustrated and embarrassed that it all became so public, putting her relationship under the spotlight. But here's the twist. Insiders say Nia was actually willing to forgive him and move forward quietly. Before she could even process it, Ma allegedly started moving on with Taraji P. Henson. Now, Nia and Taraji hadn't exactly been close before, but this made things feel deeply personal, almost like Taraji was interfering with her family. From Taraji's perspective, though, she hadn't done anything wrong. Did Nia really expect her to show some kind of loyalty? As long as Nia and Ma weren't together, Taraji was simply doing what made her happy. And honestly, she shouldn't have to tiptoe around to avoid upsetting Nia. If Nia was willing to push Taraji aside to secure the main role on Empire, then Taraji wasn't doing anything wrong by living her life, even if it left Nia salty about the situation. So, what do you think? Did Taraji cross the line? Or is Nia just being petty? Drop your thoughts in the comments and get ready. The next video is going to be even messier. I'll see you there. Bye, besties.